We're only going to discuss nomenclature of aromatic compounds or benzene in a very, very brief fashion. What you need to do is you need to remember the names of these compounds. They used to have what we call common names. So we're going to say common benzene compounds. So you're going to have to remember every single one of these. Not a big deal. Toluene when you have a methyl group, nitrobenzene a nitro group, anisole when you have a methoxy group, aniline or aniline is when you have an NH2 group, an amine, phenol or phenol when you have a hydroxy group, OH, styrene, you have an alkene group, and then benzaldehyde and aldehyde group and benzoic acid, and then this one should be called benzene nitrile or sometimes benzonitrile. Either one can be used. So very well, what system do we use for naming? Well, there's a common system here. But first, we need to remember what those positions mean. So imagine you have a group here, your group, and then you attach another group or you have other groups at different positions. So this position right here is called the ortho position. So we'll call this X. That's where your common group is at, or simply O. If it's 2 carbons away, then that would be called the meta M position. And then if it's 3 carbons away, then this is called the para or P position. So the ortho can also be the 1, 2. P can be the 1, 4. And then meta is the 1, 3. This is 1. I'm going to number the 2, the 3, and the 4 in different colors. So this is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. So if one of the substituents can be incorporated into a name, then the name is used and that incorporated substituent is given the 1 position. If the benzene ring has more than 2 substituents, the substituents are numbered. So the orthopara only applies to 2 substituents, just 2 substituents. So here, for example, we can name this one. Okay, so does it have a common name here? Yes. The one with OH is called phenol or phenol. So the question is, in what position is the bromo group? And this is the ortho position, O. Or if you number this as 1, then that would be 2. So you have 2 ways of naming this. You can call it O bromo phenol or 2 bromo phenol. Either one is acceptable. I would say the ortho pair is used more often than the numbering when you have 2 substituents. if you have three substituents, again, you have to look for one with a common name, and that would be the aniline. So if you look over here, that's aniline. And then you have two other substituents. So you would say, okay, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So you have two groups at the 2 and the 3. So you, in this case, you can't use, okay, or here, do not use ortho, para, meta naming. Can't use that. So what you do is you use just the 1, 2, 3, etc. So here we have 2, 3, 2, 3. If you recall, we have two chloro groups, so that's di, chloro. And of course, we said NH2 attached to a benzene ring is called aniline or aniline. That's it. We're not going to belabor this. That is it. Before you go on to the next video, make sure you come with a clear mind, because we're going to actually discuss reactions and mechanisms for some of the reactions. That would be actually helpful at this point.